Namaskaram, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Who is a guru? Why is the dance teacher called the guru? What is the difference between a teacher and a guru? What is Guru Tattva? The questions are simple, but the answer is an ocean. I will be answering all these questions in this video. Mata Pita Guru Devam. What does this mean? And why the order in such a fashion? This is the order of person that we need to worship. First, worship your mother as she is the reason for your very existence. Second, worship your father, the Pita. Even though he is equally important as that of your mother, he is introduced to you by your mother. Thirdly, worship the Guru, who is the spiritual teacher leading you to the path of God's realization. Finally, the God. Realizing God is not easiest task for anybody on this planet. The word Guru belongs to our Indian subcontinent, and some think that the word teacher and guru are one and the same, which is absolutely a wrong understanding. A teacher imparts knowledge such as education, just like a science teacher or a math teacher, but a guru is much more than that. He not only imparts spiritual knowledge, gives you explanation to all your inner questions, like the purpose of your mere existence, and make you experience the answers by yourself. Let's now see the spiritual value of Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam is a form of worship. To me, dance and spirituality are not dual, but linked, and that one supports the other. Bharatanatyam have religious and spiritual beginning. They have been a part of Hindu temple rituals. The Hindu philosophy and their teachings are part and parcel of every dance presentation. The Vedas are the very first scriptures of Hindu philosophy and religion. All human beings, the Jivatma, are the limited manifestation of the ultimate being, the Paramatma. And the reunion of the Jivatma with the absolute soul, Paramatma, should be the goal. This is the truth offered in the Vedas. All Indian classical dances are a combination of body movements and special expressions perfectly synchronized to the human body. Though it is the body that moves, it is the man's inner consciousness or the soul that directs his movements. Through dance dramas like Ramayana and Mahabharata, we convey the teachings of the Hindu philosophy in a concrete manner in the form of stories. These stories depict God as a living life example, for setting an example to be followed by others, by the humanity. Bharatanatyam portrays all the characters of these epics and Puranas and give the world a beautiful philosophy of life. Thus, spirituality, philosophy, and religion converge in the traditional form of Bharatanatyam. Through a simple Tulasitasar bhajan or through a Dhasar Kriti like Tamburi Meeti Dava, the Bhakti Rasa is evoked both in the artist and in the audience. A dancer who is a true devotee, having the true knowledge, starts to think and contemplate on God through the bhakti and bhavas to experience or realize the ultimate truth. In Bharatanatyam, both the dancer and the involved spectator, again, I repeat, the involved spectators, forget worldly matters and concentrate their mind and senses on the theme of the dance or in the presentation, just like a meditation. The person controls all his senses and focuses his concentration at a point and seeks the divine within himself. To achieve this, both need a great amount of discipline and perseverance. Here comes the need of a guru to show them the right path. When my parents first enrolled me in Bharatanatyam, it was pure joy and I enjoyed every bit of it. But it was a start of something incredible. My first guru, Sri Chavali Sri Krishnan, was a saintly person and he lived in a small town in Chennai called Ambattur. He taught me dance and explained in details of the virtues of different gods like Shiva, Vishnu, and Devi, and so on. Through dance dramas like Valli Thirumanam, Ramar Pattabhishekam, and Shasta Ayyappan, he used to tell a lot of stories, gave us so much of knowledge during the dance classes, and inculcated the concept of bhakti through the padams and various kirtanams. I did not realize it then that the seed of bhakti was sowed in me by this great guru until the time I met my second guru and the mentor, Kalaimamani Sri Zakir Hussain. In 2007, I was fortunate to be a part of all his dance productions in Chennai and was blessed to do the Natwangam for most of his dance presentations. During those times, I was soaked and bathed by the Alvar Pasurams and Krishna Bhakti. There were times when I have cried while doing the Natvangam on stage and had goosebumps during the rehearsals, seeing his bhakti for the goddess Andal. Yes, Bharatanatyam is a visual art for those who see it as an entertainment, but it gives you much more than what we can imagine. It is an experience that leads us to the door of gods. What is more important here is that one guru who can enlighten us. I take this opportunity to thank my parents for giving me this art. And I bow down and my sincere gratitude, my Shashtanga Namaskarams to all my gurus. And finally, I thank God for blessing me with such great gurus, without whom I would have not been what I am today. Thank you.